Hey, it's Hoz here with a new Ask Hoz session. And in today's session, I'm going to be answering the logic-defying question, should I learn SEO before I start a blog? No. The answer is no. That's a little bit like asking, should I learn to be a mechanic before I buy a car? And no, I'm not being an arse here. I am keeping things in context. You could conceivably think, that was a big word, you could think, hey, part of running a car is actually shelling out a lot of money every time it breaks down. And I should know about this. It happens to me a lot. So you could logically perhaps think, I should learn to do some car maintenance before I actually buy a car. When it comes to SEO, especially if you're starting from scratch, there's going to be a learning curve, and that's going to take you some time to get over. And let's say it takes you 6 months, for instance, to become pretty good, pretty confident at what you're doing. You understand how things work and so on. When you reach that 6-month milestone, that's not the end. There's a lot more to learn. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more to try. There are always different tools. So where do you draw the line? Where do you stop? And if you're anything like me, during those 6 months, you're going to go into every rabbit hole that you see. You're going to scatter yourself. Before you know it, 18 months have gone by and you still haven't started your blog. Now, you may not be like me and you may be very organized. And if so, I'm jealous already, but it will still take you some time to get good at SEO. And just because you're organized doesn't mean that when you reach that 6-month milestone, that's it for you. You're in the same boat as all of us. It's an ongoing thing. So what I'm suggesting is that you start your blog right now. Start blogging. You may have a fantastic topic. It may be a journey that you're blogging about. It may be your own experiences or something that you know about. And that content could be really, really good. A lot of people out there could be enjoying that content. Depending on what the content is, you could even save somebody's life. Who knows? You could inspire people to go and do great things. So by you delaying this blog because you want to learn some other skill, you're depriving the world of your knowledge, of your content. Here's the bottom line. If you start learning SEO now, then let's say you draw a line after 6 months or 12 months. You decide that you want to learn at least the basics and maybe some intermediate stuff before you start your blog. Well, when it comes to 6 months or 12 months, yeah, you know quite a bit. And, keep in mind that SEO does keep changing because the search engines keep changing. In fact, Google's algorithm changes who knows how often, maybe daily. That means that they keep moving the goalposts. So you're not learning an exact science with SEO, although SEO in and of itself is more or less an exact science. But the problem is that we're battling against an ever-moving goalpost. So the rules keep changing. So it may as well not be an exact science. Anyway, I've sidetracked. So yes, you get to 6 months, you get to 12 months, and you think, okay, now I'm confident in my SEO skills. But you haven't started your blog. Now you have to start from scratch. And who knows, by then the fire may have died. Now, on the other hand, if you do what I'm suggesting and you start your blog now, you can still learn SEO as you go. And in that parallel reality, what happens is when you get to that 6 months or that 12-month milestone and you feel confident with your SEO, you have a blog with a ton of content. And you can go back if you want and start re-optimizing that content with your new SEO skills. But the important thing is that you're already blogging. You already have momentum. You have 6 months or 12 months, which is a lot. Okay, so that should make sense. So looking at this question, should I learn SEO before I start a blog? That's a way of putting something off. That's almost paralysis by analysis. So no is the answer. Start blogging right now and learn SEO as you go. In fact, start blogging about SEO so that you are forced to be learning about the subject and writing about the subject. That's a good idea, but I'm actually kidding. Blog about what you want. Blog about what you know. Okay, so that's going to do it for today's show. I shall see you again right here in a couple of days with a brand new Ask Hoz session, one that you do not want to miss. Finally, subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out. Just click the thing, make it happen. So until the next time, stay safe and I'll catch you soon.